You are now in the Soul Studio with your host, JC Caprice, right here on worldwidecoreradio.com. Relax, relate, breathe.
What's good, people? You are officially in the Soul Studio. I am your host, JC Caprice, and we are broadcasting live from the Worldwide Core Radio headquarters. And we are in Michigan. And let me tell you, the weather is real. It's real. It's real. So if you're at home chilling in front of your computer and you're listening to the show, you're a smart cookie. Or if you're stuck on I-94 or 14 and 96 or Southfield Freeway, am I right? Okay, yeah, then go ahead and download that app. Or actually, you probably did download the app because you're listening to us now. I don't know, I'm tired. Like my mama says, I'm tired, go to bed. We have an awesome show for you all. As you know, we've been talking about art and education and activating the youth in the community, getting them involved in their environment. And we've been talking about how arts and education couple together, facilitating doing that. And tonight, not only are we going to talk about arts education and all that good stuff, we're also going to add to the mix activism, youth involvement in the community. And I have a very, very special guest here. You all may remember her from a little while back. We had a show. We were talking about the Southwest Youth. I can't even say. I got a list, so I can't even say it. So I'll say it slow. Southwest Youth Summit. Ms. CONSUELA LOPEZ.
Hola.
What up, fam? How you doing?
I am.
Yes, you do deserve hands. What up, fam? Snap it up. How you doing?
Feeling sexy and happy and so serene, even though it is white outside.
It is white.
It's kind of warm in here, though.
It is.
JC trying to make it tropical.
I think I am.
Puerto Rico.
You know, I gotta do it. I gotta make you comfortable, make you feel at home here. You know, that's what I try to do.
Where's the mango and
the mango? That's in the green room.
Oh,
yeah.
You didn't see that? Yeah, that's in the green room, right?
Yeah.
Hey, big shout out to our new engineer James sitting across from us. How you doing, fam?
Get snaps.
Yeah, snaps to you, bruh. You doing okay? That's what's up. Feels good having you in our seat. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You too. You be giving it with that smile. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I'm glad to have you on this team, man.
I'm gonna start calling you La Sol.
La Sol.
Sol means the sun.
Yeah.
And also, you know, Negro language is soul.
Right. So,
but La means she. So I just mean La Sol.
La Sol. I'm accepting that. I like that. La Sol. I'm writing that down. I'm like, this is JC Caprice, La Sol.
You know, I mean, you know, black people and Puerto Ricans have a tendency to just create stuff off the spot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's beautiful. And that's straight beautiful. Man, speaking of creating things, we got you in today because you have an event coming up on January 20th, right?
Yes.
Tell us about this baby.
Oh my gosh. So it is called The Unknown Legacy it's called Unknown Legacy. But it's of Dr. King.
Yep.
Detroit and empowerment. That's the focus. It's a youth dialogue, but it's mostly like community dialogue.
Yeah.
And the reason why we strategically said youth, because as Detroit goes through its transition, its rebirth, is
Good
Phoenix.
Transition?
Actually, Mary Duggan has to call the transition team. Transition Detroit.
Gotcha.
But he borrowed that. He doesn't know that.
Okay. But it's
so, anyway.
Put it in there.
So, as we go through our Phoenix stage, and Detroit has done this so many different times, but what's been missing at the table, consciously, intentionally, is our youth input on how they can be at the table of change, and be able to negotiate their place in it.
Yes.
Instead of saying, "Hey, look, we have a job for you. It's at McDonald's." You know, it's like, no, I am a photographer and I work for such and such, and this is how much I'm worth. And if you want my time, you have to pay for the pleasure of my time.
Right. So instilling that in them at a young age, really looking at what they're able to do, and then how they can use that to become effective community
because we have a lot of youth and adults.
Come on now.
They're angry. It's a righteous anger that they stay here for so long, and all around them there's been a de-investment. And most often we don't know why it's happening. We're dealing with the effects. We don't understand the cause. And so this day is a way to educate everyone young and old,
Yeah.
because sometimes our elders and old folks like me, I want to include you in that.
Girl, quit it.
We have to be reminded of the struggle.
Yeah.
And just because we don't see other people in the city saying something or doing something doesn't mean it's not being done. And that's why it's so cool and awesome that the core
Love it. Core. Right now, the core. Ding, 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 ding. That's the punch word of the day. If you say core, call it.
That's the lucky
Get a
number
prize.
word of the day.
I love it.
So,
the core people that's been creating this idea has been the youngest person, I think, is like, 15?
Wow.
The oldest person is 65.
My goodness.
You know? But if we include our wise Grace Lee Boggs, she's 98.
Yes,
so,
unbelievable.
I mean, we have like a century of wisdom around us.
One concentrated spot.
I mean,
wow.
I don't smoke a cigarette.
Wow.
But we probably would have to have a cigarette.
I think we're going to have to at least on that one.
But
Jeez.
yeah, so I'll shut up. But yeah.
No, please don't. You're here to talk about it. Talk about it, be about it. It is
dopey dope. And I'm just like, I'm amazed. Like, it was inspired because we went to a gentrification dialogue.
Right. And we're going to talk about that too, because a lot of people, you hear these words, you hear these buzzwords.
Oh, yeah.
And
you don't know what
they don't know what the heck they
what that be
about.
like.
Right,
my mother even actually, like, I was explaining about the day, and she's like, push out. What is push out? And I said, and I explained it to her. So we take for granted that we assume that everyone knows what these terms.
Exactly.
But the people that in position of financial power, keyword financial power, they take advantage of the fact that we are not educated on that, because we're distracted by being poor.
Thank you. See that, and that's intentional
on
too.
our hustle.
Come on now.
We try to hustle harder. Like, yes, keep hustling, my poor little
buzzword.
Insert
all
word here.
support people.
Remember, you don't like each other. Black people don't like Latin people. Latin people don't like Arabics, and everybody hate white people. Yes, and back to the rich.
You
know,
speaking the truth on that, though.
And it's not. And if we really think about Dr. King, why did he get shot? He didn't get shot because I wanted to dream that my children could be on top of the mountain holding him. No. Dude, seriously, let's get real.
Come on now, break it down.
He got shot. He got shot because he is like, wait a minute, this is a deeper, bigger situation outside of Montgomery, outside of St. Augustine, Florida, and outside of Detroit. It's the poor people. And before he died, where he was trying to get to, the Poor People's March.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that as far as like the Poor People's March. What was the whole vision that he was looking at as far as doing that?
His whole idea was to him and so many other people around that time. We have to remember that Dr. King was the magazine child, of it. But he wouldn't have been king of the movement if it wasn't other people around him working alongside.
Right.
And so the whole idea of the Poor People's March and that campaign at that time was uniting everyone. Because they realized, like, slavery under another name is called poor.
Hey now.
That's what it is. That's how, if you get, always get people running after the most shiniest thing. Or have them in debt. We keep them distracted from understanding what's really going down.
If that ain't America, then I don't know what is.
I don't know.
Honestly. If that's not what... If that is not that, wow, that just totally blew my mind. Poor, the slavery. That is absolutely, that was the next phase that we moved into after slavery. You better break that down. That's
people think freedom.
Dude, that's like on my pen right here because she's speaking this.
Freedom is not free.
No,
and it was an old saying that if you want to hide something from a nigga, just put it in the book.
Ooh.
Now, if you want to hide something, and my mother always told me, nigga is not just black people. Niggas are ignorant.
Exactly.
Anybody
who's ignorant. Absolutely.
And so, if you want to hide something from a nigga, just put it in media.
Ooh. That's that next. Yeah, that's that next level, man. And that's the thing is that they're so sick with it. You know what I mean?
They flat out with it.
Wow.
Flat out, right in your face. You distracted. Tweets. I'm eating a booger right now. You know, like stupid stuff. I'm twerking. You know, like it's stupid stuff on Facebook and all of this stuff, trying to get your friends to 3,000. You don't even know who they are. And now you need help.
Who's following you?
Facebook.
I want to know.
I'm hanging off a cliff, and I need somebody to call and 911. They're like, I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Follow, friend. I'm gonna tell my friends. Yeah. So with this event on the 20th, is this is like doing the same as far as like what the Poor March, the March for the Poor? To bring people together, to bring all different cultures. Because you're good. I know you're good for that. Because with the Southwest Youth Summit, see, I had to slow that down again. There was just a bunch of different cultures concentrated into one area doing some really powerful stuff. Like, that was really dope. I was really astounded by
that's intentional.
By that collaboration.
That was intentional. That was, the backstory of all that. It was a very challenging event to put off because what I've noticed what I was saying earlier when I came in, that my vision is like very glamorous and magnificent. And then it's like, okay, how are you going to make that happen? Yeah. But what I realized, the truth behind that was that people who think that you think they're about it, they ain't about it.
We got a phone call.
Is it Biden? Because he's here.
Who is it? Oh, is
Vice President Biden.
Live on Soul Studio on Worldwide Core Radio. Who are you talking to?
You're talking to King Darius from the God Hour.
What up, King Darius?
Hey, what's up, brother? I'm serious, man. But off the show tonight, kicking it, man. I like the topic y'all got on.
That's what's up, man.
Gracias, papi.
Yes.
I just wanted to make a couple of comments.
Go for it.
Dr. King, he had a lot of white supporters. He had him.
Word.
Yes.
He had, what's that name? J.P. Morgan. He funded the whole NAACP movement.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Back during that era.
That's the Chase guy, J.P. Morgan, the bank owner?
Yeah, he funded that whole NAACP movement.
Wow.
White people, you know what I'm saying? They helped us during slavery, during the Underground Railroad. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them white people that was helping us, they were Freemasons. You know what I'm saying? All the way up north. So we got to Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people were, Second Avenue, these are Baptist church downtown. You know what I'm saying? You know, helped along with the Underground Railroad. We getting people over there to Canada.
Right.
White people always help us out, man.
Man.
So that's why we have to love everybody. You know what I'm saying? We even have to love our enemy.
Man, that's very profound, man.
You know, to hate, man, is the wrong thing to do.
Yes.
Because, you know what I'm saying? It's your enemy. Your enemy will stand up for you and assist you before your own brother, man.
And not even know they're doing it. That's the part.
Yep.
Wow. Very good.
You know, but hey, y'all listen to the God Hour on Fridays.
Oh, yeah. Go on and plug that in there. What time you come on? What time? Thank you very much, sir. And thank you. All right, now, love it. I absolutely love it, man. He's absolutely right. I mean, when you get to the point where you're being human, you know, you're respecting one another because of human, and you're just standing up for truth and for what's right, then that's when we start to affect change, you know, in each of our communities.
Why was Che Guevara even killed? Because he didn't stay in Cuba. He went everywhere. When he started going to Africa, America's like, okay, look.
Wait a minute.
We're just going to have to do something here.
Exactly.
The monkeys are getting out of control.
Exactly.
You know, like everybody of any substance of importance that thought of a global, I mean, even Malcolm X. Yeah. When he wanted his Hajj, he was like, wait a minute. Let me rethink. Wait a minute. I mean, it becomes a human experience.
Exactly.
And so, you know, like even with the gentrification, you have to understand the history. The 1946 Detroit Plan by Mayor Jeffries. What we are suffering from the effects of is from that plan. And what happened about a few years before the 1946 Detroit Plan? It was the 1943 riots, which was 2 in that year.
Yep,
and it was all about, that was during the Great Migration, you know? So they were like, okay, we need these people here because we need them to work because we need our cars and all of this, the manufacturing and all of that. So, but we don't want to live next to them. So we're going to build the freeways and cut down. We're going to have to cut through Black Bottom and we have to cut through Southwest.
Wow, look at that.
Well, that's okay. So the big difference now is that they're telling us. The financial empowered people, they're saying, we're going to do this.
Straight up.
We have the Detroit Future City Plan, and this was going to happen. And we're just like, you're a fool if you just said like, okay, boss. Or like, I don't know what I'm going to eat. Like, dude.
If you just don't do it right, you're serious. Like, right. Absolutely. And to have this event that you have coming up on Monday, you know, for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Because you and I, like, it's weird because we were talking about that before, how we were on the other side of the table. And so we know that we're going to have to empower them because there's some serious things that are happening. Right. I mean, bold things, like you're saying, telling folks.
In your face.
This is what we're going to do. What you going to do
and
about
exciting,
it?
too.
Exactly.
Brand new. And we're sitting there.
Right.
Yeah. We're going to close down this school. We're going to close down and so when I was teaching at Dixon, out of the 30 kids in my classroom, half of them, I would say not half, more than half, 25 of them have been moved from other areas in the city because their school shut down. Our youth are suffering from post-traumatic stress. It's not post, it's like present
traumatic stress?
Yeah, just traumatic stress.
Wow.
I look good.
Hey, we're putting a pin. In case you all don't know, we are actually live streaming. Live streaming Worldwide Core Radio's got something new going on for the newness for the new year.
Download Ustream.
Download Ustream.
And hear and follow Worldwide
And you
Core.
can hear and follow Worldwide Core. You can see the beautiful CONSUELA LOPEZ.
You guys
who's
are
in here.
This
We're
like
talking
Core City chocolates.
Okay, what you playing? Break it down. If you're watching now, you see me break it down. This is so deep, man. We are really talking about this here. We're talking about this event. You are listening to the Soul Studio right here on Worldwide Core Radio. We gotta pay some bills, don't we? I thought we did. We'll be right back. We're talking about CONSUELA LOPEZ. We're talking about the Unknown Legacy Youth Dialogue of King, Detroit, and Empowerment. Keep it locked. We'll be right back. I love it. You all were listening to Sandra St. Victor, man. She's really a dope neo-soul artist, man. She's really cool vibes. I thought she was fitting for what we're talking about today. We were vibing in the commercial talking about how you and I met in the ladies' room. In the ladies' room. Doom, 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 doom.
What they be doing in the ladies' room?
Yes. We be connecting. Right. You think it's just makeup and stuff? We're talking about our babies. We're talking about the community. We're talking about making a difference. Come on.
Not just like, where you get those shoes from?
But then we do say that though too. Oh, yeah. Girl, where you get those shoes? And that's what starts the conversation. Girl, I like your tail. Because if you don't know, CONSUELA wears a foxtail because she's a foxy
Before
lady.
that Fox song came out.
Right. Now, what sound does the fox? That one?
Yeah. What does the fox say?
Yeah. What does the fox?
My coworker like ding ding ding. I'm like, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. That is not gangster.
That ain't gangster. Not at all. So we're talking about Unknown Legacy, right? We're talking about youth dialogue on King, Detroit, and empowerment. And this is going to be a really exciting event. Tell us, what is the day going to be like?
The day is going to be, oh my gosh, it's kind of like really full.
Yeah.
It's a full,
you got some heavy hitters on this mug too, because you think about it. You think a lot of MLK events are happening in the city that day.
Yes, they
You know
are.
what I'm saying? What sets this one aside? That's why I'm like, let's tell them what the day, because this is where I think folks need to be.
What set this aside is number one is at 5E Gallery, our hip hop gallery.
Yes.
Out of the 5 elements of hip hop. I tell Piper and Sakari that I'm the 6 elements.
I love it.
And that
And what's that?
It's called Aqua Soul Shine.
I love it. Aqua Soul Shine.
Yes, that's my hip hop name.
Yes.
Aqua Soul Shine.
Yes.
And we're gonna have us like a little. I'm gonna have a medallion. Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna make me a medallion.
A medallion
it's gonna
for
say not A squared, A to the second power.
That's dope.
Because it's ASS.
Well, I know I do got some.
You know I got some. But I don't
For
want
those who are looking at the streaming, you can see
yeah,
the sixth element. She is sitting on the sixth element.
Oh Jesus, yeah. So
So the day, right?
the day is like we said, it's called Unknown Legacy. It's not just it's unknown legacy of Dr. King.
Yes.
And it's also the unknown legacy that's inside our youth as leaders. They don't know what that is yet, and we're going to help them find that and tap into it and reveal it at this day. And so the day is going to start off with our youth from 5E. They're going to do a media piece that they have been working on this project on Dr. King, like unknown things about King, about community,
so not the norm,
about
like
not I have a dream.
Right.
Please,
That's where
for everyone that think I'm just being disrespectful of King, you can just go pray to Jesus or talk Dr. Phil or write in your diary. That's a personal issue. Do not take it up with me or JC or the core. Okay.
You all heard the disclaimer at the beginning of the show.
I mean, serious. Like, people get hypersensitive, and the ones that are hypersensitive are sitting there at home. I can't say that. They ain't doing nothing.
I take that as a shot because that's not a disrespect. What disrespectful is when I'm looking on YouTube and you got Dr. King and a medallion with some females around King. I mean, that's disrespect.
You heard about that King, Martin Luther King Day? We're going to be off of school. King and twerking.
Oh my.
I heard about that. Unbelievable.
Whoever came up with twerking.
Unbelievable. I thought that was one of the words that they're going to get rid of. I think there's like 2 or 3 words they're going to, 2 things. One thing is selfies. The other one is twerking.
Yeah,
I think it's way past
And
due.
it really sound kind of nasty.
It really does. That's
We
disrespectful.
are the trendsetters, so we can make a difference.
We can.
You know,
We're doing it now.
We're doing it.
Papa Grande.
Hey! Hey! Look!
I have my baby over there.
Well, let's get back to the event on the 20th because we are we're streaming.
But
so
anyway, so
do too much.
Back to the issues
On the 20th.
So the first part of the day will be 5E Youth.
Yeah.
They will be presenting on unknown things about Dr. King.
That's dope.
And after their presentation, it's going to be open up for the audience to ask them questions.
To the youth. Okay, so that means
how
that
they
the youth
feel about
have to research what they're
They have to be on point.
That's
like, how's that relationship to you and what you're doing right now as regards to change?
Yes.
What is your legacy that you're leaving now?
Yes.
I believe everyone has a responsibility. At the end of the day, before your last, blink, before you think, what legacy did I leave today?
Yeah.
And so that's what I pose to my youth and young people and old people.
Yeah.
And us sweet people like us.
Sweet people that are kind of the bridge. I mean, I feel like, our generation is that bridge. It really is between the elders to I don't either. I think we just woke up one day and was like, well, dang.
Hallelujah.
Now we teaching the youth.
Yeah.
Wasn't I just a youth?
Yeah.
Right.
I could have sworn when I went to sleep.
Music.
Thank you. Yeah. This was what we was bopping to.
Exactly.
And we are going to get here and we're going to do the soul cipher. So James, find us a track because I'm going to see if CONSUELA, has
we got a
verses.
sexy Puerto Rican coming in.
Yes, we do. We do have a very special guest coming in. Yeah, come on in. Most definitely, man. This cat. No, not only is he handsome, but he is just talented. Got here, made it here. Without further ado.
Hello.
What up, Antonio?
Antonio Cosme.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's what's up,
That
man.
will look nice on you.
Battling those roads, man. He's got the prettiest hair.
It's nasty out there.
Yeah.
I did get to listen to the State address though.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't know here.
Very good. What are they saying?
Oh my
Anything
goodness, man. This guy,
promising?
this guy is trying to take credit for all of the macroeconomic improvements that have been coming because of just the way the economy's been
Are you
changing.
serious?
Wow.
Talking
What?
like he's acting like he's investing in education despite like the privatization measures that he's implementing everywhere. I mean, it was really nuts, man. I mean, these cyber schools, they're in my neighborhood. There's one right across the street from where CONSUELA.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's called Wow.
It's called Wow?
It's Wow Academy.
No, it's
Way.
Oh, okay, I was about to say like that.
Wow is Way Academy.
Wow.
Way. My name.
Wow.
So, yeah, but it's like kids are just going to school on computers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is like funded by Gates and them.
Right. Going to school, that's what I'm saying.
Computer
Going to
school.
school on computers.
Gates is so benevolent. It's like it's gonna help his bottom line or anything.
Wow. And this is real. Like, these are deliberate attacks on our youth. Like, these, like we were talking about, that it's in your face. You know, this is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's so right here. I mean, our kids are going to school
and
on computers.
They spin it like they're doing it the opposite. Like they're really helping Detroit with this EAA thing. But,
Oh,
I mean, those kids. We've been talking about this lately. With we're trying to get together an arts committee in Southwest Detroit, just to kind of like help advocate for the arts generally.
Very nice.
And, involved in that project is just I have to put like artists in schools. It's kind of like one of my duties for my
it's like an arts in schools. Yeah, I like that.
But realizing that there's a huge need for that because they're defunding. They don't have art teachers in schools. You know what I'm saying?
No,
they don't have music in
that
school
is
anymore.
unbelievable.
There's no art in the schools.
Completely
Detroit has
out
given
now.
so much to the world.
Yeah.
And
That's the nucleus. Really?
rock and roll.
Yes.
There's a huge history like jazz, like
Greystone Jazz.
yeah,
1930.
Motown. I mean,
Yes. Ridiculous. And to rip that out of the schools.
away from
That's
kids,
dangerous.
you know?
That's extremely dangerous.
So we said earlier they put it right in your face. I said that the thing earlier that hide information from a nigga, put it in a book. Now it's like put it in a regular media, right in your face. Because we're not even looking at that. I'm trying to watch the game.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why there's such a need for, like, the event we were talking about, the event that's going on Monday. That's why there's such a need for that.
Yeah. Well, this, like you mentioned earlier, this is a part of a series. The Arts and Activism Summit that we had in Southwest Detroit.
Yes.
That was just the beginning. And even after the series is over, I know myself and Antonio, we're still going to be doing this, and the project still will be in fulfillment and going on because this is our passion. We do this every day. So the last blink of the day, we think like, yes, I did that. And when I first blink, we wake up, okay, it's time to do this.
Right.
So to go back into like, okay, so after the youth, we're going to have the buzzwords.
Okay, these buzzwords. We were talking about
activity.
That, like
the buzzword activity is going to be, the first part is just definition.
Okay.
It's about definition. So what are they? We hear gentrification, we hear push out, we hear hipster. And so we're going to have it where the youth are going to find out what those words mean.
Are you going to ask them, like, what is it that they think it is, and then they have to research and then...
No, they won't research. There will be an adult there.
Nice.
This is the intergenerational piece come in, and they will be speaking to an adult, and that person will help them with that idea.
Okay.
And right before it gets into it, we're gonna go right into Mr. Peter Hammer's piece.
Yeah.
And he's gonna break down the Detroit future city plan in our term, like this is really real. What's really going down?
Yeah.
So the kids will be able to. They're introduced to the terms first, then they're going to see it in a plan that's already been around. Was 365 pages, you know, and then they're going to see it in action. Then after that, we're going to talk to them. Then after that, the Youth Educators Alliance from EMEAC, they will do their presentation.
Eastern Michigan
Environmental Action Coalition.
Yes. Thank you.
Environmental Action.
There you go.
And they will be doing their presentation on gentrification. And these youth are between 15 and 21, 22. And they've been doing this research and compiling interviews for the past couple of years.
Right,
This is
right in the heart of it, downtown, in the quote-unquote cast corridors, the midtown they're calling it now.
Where
right down there, they do a lot of great work down there.
So this is really like a no holds barred. Like this, you guys are giving it to the kids. Like boom, it's not unicorns and rainbows. It's like this is what's really happening in your communities collectively. Even though you may be from Southwest, maybe from the North or whatever, you're all connected.
It's all connected because it may be happening in one spot.
Yeah.
It's coming to a community near you.
Yes.
Real
coming soon.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere you see investment, that's where investment is. Yeah. Where everywhere you see the investment, that's where an investment is coming.
And that's what we need too. I mean, it's a critical moment for African Americans in Michigan, in Detroit, in our urban areas. And a good percentage of them don't have democracy as it stands right now. Having emergency managers, particularly in urban areas. This is really important times. And I think it's important conversations to have about like what is the real state of opportunity, what is the real situation that we face and that our communities face, that our urban communities are looking at.
Wow.
And, I think that's what MLK would want. A critical look at what's going on. If you look at the end of his years, he was focusing on economics and what's happening in our community. We're getting, especially in Detroit, we're getting looted. We're getting looted.
Say it. I mean, that's just no better way to put it.
We're getting looted right now. I mean, they're selling buildings, houses like for pennies on the dollar.
Yes.
We're open for investment. Detroit is open for investment now that Blacks will own power.
Wow.
And they're open for investment. We're on sale to European, Asian powers, financial.
Wow.
I mean, they're advertising. Part of one of the workshops that's later on is a media literacy to help our youth to be able to discern what they read and what they see, but also be able to use that same tool that's against them as a tool of empowerment. To make changes in their community. Right now, everybody have a smartphone. You can have an interview with someone at the bus stop and say, how long you been waiting at the bus? 2 hours. Man, you tweet that bad boy. You put it on Facebook. They won't want any bad press. They're gonna do something about it. Or you have the opposite, where you have some people that's coming into power right now, and they're gonna soak up all the accolades like they were the great white hope of everything because of me. So we have money to come into the city now. Because of me. We have, and so we have to keep it real. Like everybody, seriously, keep your eyes open. And everybody gonna think like he came and really the great white hope.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Trying to take credit for the trends. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
The crisis was in 2008, 2 years before your term in office, man. So like, how are you gonna sit here and that's the Obama recovery. Like he's taking credit for the auto industry coming back. And who bailed out? Obama bailed out the auto industry. That's where all the jobs came from.
Right.
But I mean, like even before then, we have to think about like this. We're dealing with the effects of a plan that is over 60 years old, 1946, man. So the investment was already in process. And we're just at the bottom of that part, like, oh wow, really? When I was younger, my dad was like, when you turn 24, this is gonna happen. It's not like he was a soothsayer. It was just real because he saw it happening. Say like where Ozzy stayed at on 16th and Bagley. Now they have been fighting in Southwest Detroit. They have been fighting the bridge company back in the 50s and 60s.
Right.
Now that neighborhood where his house is no longer exists. It's a parking lot. I don't want Detroit to be how New Orleans is now. Where it's a place where you visit. And the whole cultural, the signature of the community that was New Orleans is non-existent now. It's non-existent. I don't want Detroit to be a place where we telling the storybooks to our youth, our children, our great children. I remember when we used to. I remember when I used to. And right now our kids get pissed off. What do you mean it was a zoo on Belle Isle? When was there a zoo? You mean animals like tigers and
Yo, well keep a pen right there. We gotta pay some bills, man. This conversation is dope, man. We got CONSUELA Lopez. We got Antonio up in here. Is it COSME? COSME up in here chilling with us. This is the Soul Studio. Keep it loud. We'll be right back. We're going to talk more about this. Forget the Soul Cypher tonight. We going in different way. Keep it loud. We'll be right back.
Oh, my butt.
And we are back, man. We've been having just an awesome discussion here this evening, y'all. This is really some good stuff. Really good stuff. And we were talking about how with this event, we're bringing youth from all different areas together as one and the importance of it. And I just want you to stress again just how important that is to have the youth collaborating together.
This is very essential. And it's essential in the sense that this is intentional. That's my word for the.
I love it.
It's intentional, conscious, and that our youth cross community, cross culturally, because we're gonna have youth from all over the city, Detroit, that's coming here, and some of them their parents are just dropping them off, but some of the parents are actually going to be there.
Okay, I was going to ask you about like the parent involvement, if they're going to, stick around, because you got to have these events, but then you got to be able to have it backed up. You know what I'm saying? At home and in school.
Hopefully, this will inspire, because what I've noticed is that we might educate our youth on certain historical facts and all of that, but we don't give them the tools to say, this is what you can do right now. And it overwhelms them. And sometimes you'll get to the point where you have so much information in your head, and you're like, okay, what I'm going to do with it. And it just makes people just become, they just don't move.
Right, they're stagnant.
So they get oversensitized, or desensitized. So they want the medium right in the middle. Like, you want them to feel, but you want to motivate them.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's definitely be a good share of elders there, elders present, community members present, community activists, organizers, like artists, like a support network there. So that's very intentional, as well as just making sure there's a good blending of the youth with people who have the right minds, the right mindset.
And networking, they'll be able to still partner up with a different organization or maybe an adult, or like these projects is going to continue until even after the Arts and Art Activist Conference, April 4th and 5th.
Okay, because that's coming up as well.
It's a part of our cultural history, our cultural signature in Detroit, both of those things. And to activate that gene back again, like intentionally, look out.
Honestly, what cultures are involved? I mean, we have African American, we have, like, who all's involved?
We have good connections with the people in Dearborn. Sorry.
No, you're good. Because I remember when I first met you, you had a little cold. So that's that's the tail end of it.
Exactly.
That's a little annoying.
Yeah, it's that little bit of sinuses that
yes, sir.
Just get that Jesus orange right there.
Yes. Yeah, that orange is off the hood.
Yeah,
the streamer saw it.
So we have you from Access, or the Jidan, which is our Middle Eastern youth.
That we saw. That was
with a wonderful organizer named Hanan Yahya, who's
awesome,
incredibly helpful organizer from the Yemeni community in Southwest Detroit.
Yes,
he works with
dynamic.
Nice.
I live amongst the Yemeni community.
Oh wow.
And I'm probably I don't really care, but I'm probably
right up there. You see the little
Arab-looking Mexican.
Right. An Arab Mexican.
I was going to say something like that.
Either way.
I'm living there with the Arab Black Mexican.
Yeah, Arab Black Mexican. There you go. That's dope.
And Puerto Ricans.
And Puerto Rican.
That makes me part black.
Hey, that's right. Ain't that what black folks are anyway? We're on it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're gonna have a nice mix of cross cultural, Arabic, African.
Yeah.
We reach out to so African, of course Latin, African American, and also we're gonna have some of my Hmong brothers and sisters from the Osborne area.
Yay!
What's up, Mickey?
Hey!
They're B-boys.
Yes.
I can't wait for you to meet them, man. They're so freaking awesome.
I know some of them.
Oh my God!
So this is gonna be absolutely dope. I mean, not only is it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be educational. I think it's gonna be emotional. For a lot of people, it's gonna be an emotional thing. But it's really gonna be good. Tell us again where exactly it's gonna be at. What time? Is there a cost?
It's free.
Okay.
Because freedom is free.
Freedom is free. If you do it right.
All freedom is free. And it's going to be at the most wonderful cultural hub.
Yes.
5E Gallery.
Shouts out to 5E Gallery.
Which is on Cass and Forest behind the Unitarian Church, the little hub right there.
The red door. Come in the red door.
Come to the red door.
Yes.
Red door, the back door. Go through the alley.
Yes.
Right there.
That's right. And you'll be ready.
I mean, it's right off the street. It's like you have to really go. I mean, you do have to go to the alley, but it's not like scary.
Yes.
I mean, it's at one city.
No, it's real piece of good vibes.
Downtown's taken care of. You know that.
Yes, it is.
Downtown's taken care of.
Yes, it is.
There's a good.
It's like 6 different police. Police authorities over there.
Exactly.
So you will be safe.
Yes,
you'll be
you
even
will.
safer if you're white. I'm just
I
live there.
So you said the event is free, and what are the hours? How long is it going to be?
It's going to be from 10 to 3.
Okay, from 10 to 3.
10 to 3, 3:30.
Okay.
And the first thing starts at 3:30. 1 o'clock is the workshops.
Yeah.
We'll have a cipher, music cipher, drumming at lunchtime. It's a listening educational lunch, not just sit there and just, eat. It's going to be engaging.
Good
for
stuff.
the youth. They're all their senses are going to be used.
Going to be taken care, and it's got to be.
And it's appropriate because everyone learns differently.
Yes.
And so, you need to move.
Yeah.
You want to touch. You need to hear. You need to everything. So every part of the learning experience. Will be experienced.
Absolutely, man. Y'all heard it here, man. It's been such a blessing having you all here, for real. You got to come back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll do a recap. Yeah. You're like, how did it go? You know what I'm saying?
The other event, is that going to be in March? Where you're going to be doing it with the Yemeni?
Yeah.
He's doing like an awesome project.
Nice. I got to bring you in anyway, right? There's so much that you do, man, too.
Shout out the Rise Up. R-A-I-Z means roots in Spanish.
Nice.
It's a Latino, Chicano, indigenous hip-hop collective in Southeast Detroit.
Nice.
A lot of the members are going to be involved. I think everybody's going to be involved in this upcoming event here. We got Candace's video coming on. We got Eddie, Natsly the Cypher.
What's that,
myself helping organize it.
Yes.
Painted piece. Yeah.
Nice.
Real powerful piece on gentrification.
Nice.
And as you've heard, that's a theme that's going to be kind of flowing through this event. So
I love it.
There's a lot of dynamic work happening, and I want to say that artists are the center of it.
Boom.
There's a prophecy it's one of the indigenous tribes in the Ontario, Northern Canada area, and it said my people would sleep for 100 years and they'd be the artists that will wake them up. And I think that right now that we're seeing a resurgence in a time where art is central. Central.
Yes.
To consciousness raising. Art is central to growth.
Yep.
And dynamically understanding what's going on to our society, what's happening to us and affecting us every day. So
that's it.
We want to keep that going.
Very well said, man. It's a blessing to have you guys on today. We're going to do a recap, have you back.
One little thing.
Yeah, go for it.
One little thing
go
before
ahead.
You say your last thing.
Go ahead.
All right, we're going to start and end the day and introduce so one of our famous elders, Mandela, just made his transition.
Yes.
And with apartheid, that fight against the apartheid, they will always start off Amandla. Owetu was always the call and response. So Amandla, Owetu means power. Owetu means to the people.
Nice.
So
and that's how y'all gonna set it off?
Heck yeah.
It's on and popping. I don't know about y'all. I can't wait. I will be there. I will be in the building. Again, such a pleasure to have you guys here on the Soul Studio. We're gonna bring you back and do a recap. No doubt, man. We want to thank you all for listening and supporting Worldwide Core Radio. Coming in here and supporting this as well. And you're absolutely right. It's going to be the arts and the artists that are going to be the consciousness for the people, man. So make sure you guys join us again next week, man. We got another positive thing going on, positive mouthpiece. We'll have Miss Corona in here. We're going to have Kizzy up in here. It's going to be crazy up in here. Yes, Corona's going to be. You should step on by. Yes. So make sure y'all keep it live, man. We got an awesome show coming on next. Don't go anywhere. Just stay here and support us. Y'all be safe out there. Get home safely. Sleep well. Why? Tell me.
Awatu.
I love it. I love it. Teach me something. My mom was probably like, child, you should know that because we did that before we ate. So I love you guys. You guys be blessed and we'll see you guys next week. All right, peace. Ciao.